I think the best way to live is just to feel that you're gonna get screwed anyway. We spend so much of energy in life trying to protect ourselves from, things that may or may not happen, and we can't even judge what the possibility is most of those times, and we waste all that energy on time trying to protect ourselves from things when, gosh, you just give up and you're gonna get screwed in life. That's what life is about, is getting screwed. Other people are gonna spend so much more time than you are at trying to take advantage of you. And sure, you gotta protect yourself somewhat or whatever, but man, don't make a career out of doing that, because you're gonna forget about what life is taking chances and taking opportunities, and don't worry about getting screwed, because that's gonna happen probably anyway. There's no safety in life. Life isn't safe. You want to be safe, just stay in your room and do nothing. But no, don't take, you can't jump out a window and expect that, you're not going to hurt yourself. So you can't be that stupid. But to spend your lifetime trying to protect yourself from every little ifs, ands, or but is going to cut you off from more potential of doing things and being excited in life than it will in saving you. We get in the car, right, all the time, and you have a bigger chance of dying getting your car than you have a chance of going to jail from filling out your tax reform. But man, we have so much fear that we're gonna get screwed on a tax form or something like that, and we better hire some high-priced accountant or attorney. Man, no. But we think nothing about getting in the car all the time. Or actually, hospitals are even dangerous. More people die by accident in hospitals even than people die in automobile accidents. But we'll go to hospital without even thinking, right? And just do whatever they say. And the biggest problem to me is that we're cutting ourselves off from everything. If we're so worried about getting screwed. And if you just accept that, hey, once in a while you're going to get screwed. That's it. It's going to be your turn. We all take turns doing that. So what the hell? Get over it and when it happens and get on with life. The important thing is to not have roadblocks in your life that stops you from contributing, that stops you from doing things. That's more important than getting screwed. Doing things. So get out and do things and stop worrying so much about getting screwed. Worry more about just doing things. Okay, student loan debt is one of the biggest problems we have in this country, and I think it's the high cost of education. It is really the cause of it. But that, put that aside, because so many people have student debt that it's keeping them from doing anything. And actually, what surprised me is recently, the week I'm talking about this, Forbes magazine. These are the people that anything goes in the free market economy and things like that. Here they say that some borrowers for student loan debt have fallen in such hard times. And they're feeling like they have no other options. They've turned to predatory student debt relief. These firms that charge high upfront fees in exchange for services that are otherwise free from the government. That's why no matter what you decide to do, find out what's available for free. And don't give money to anybody. Nobody, until you know your options. It's so easy in life. Somebody calls you up or you see something on the website. That's another thing. You're going to Google debt relief for student debt. You're going to see all these people are going to help you. Don't worry, we'll help you. Don't worry, And anybody who does that is going to make money from you somehow, that you don't have to pay. But you don't know your options, so you're going to give them money because, man, it looks like a way out, and that's how we get suckered in, and that's why Google is a problem, in cases like that, because they show you all the people who want to get your money, they fight like hell to be on that first page, so they can get your money, and the people that will help you for free, man, you're going to have a pain in the butt to find them. So I got about 10 little videos here that show you the kind of problems and how to solve these student debt problems. Now, one thing you got to do, the first video here is White House announces 5 million people now get a big break on their student loans. Learn about that program. It's only a few minutes. Watch that video. Or here's another video. Student loan delinquencies are soaring, and what can can you do about it? Okay, watch that video. I'll show you the links and everything. That who to contact, where to go, and everything. And don't charge you money. Don't go to these people that you're going to find in search engines that are they sound like, oh, they're a savior. They're a savior because you don't know the other stuff. That's all. So they're not really a savior at all. Well, here's something. The government gives out $60,000 to pay your student loans. Learn about these programs, and they're prickly government jobs that you could get that will pay up to $60,000. This is the federal government, state government, whatever. And there's actually nonprofit organizations like that too that help you. So man, you change your career and you get an extra 60 grand to do it. So that's another option. Think about that. And here's some videos about these financial, experts, so-called, who are going to rip you off of money. Financial experts are ripping you off with the student loan scams. That's a little video. It explains some of that stuff. Oh, here's the other one. Be smart about student debt scams that will cost you $1,600. That little video will show you, but man, these people are so slick. They could get $1,600 from you and you wouldn't even know what happened. Or here's something that the White House is working on. Know that there's like a student debt bill of rights they came up with. So that's a little video that explains that. And you should be armed with all this kind of stuff. And then I have one of the top 10 grants in the government are really the help on getting student loans. And that's a video that explains how to get that. And you can find the government office. I give you the links. I show you how to do all that. Well, things are changing too. Like check out your state, government, because here's the state of New York is saying that if you're only making $50,000 a year, they have a new piece of legislation that are going to pay your debt for you. For 2 years of college, if you're not making over $50,000 a year. Man, that'll be great. So that's a maybe, but it's things to look at. There's other places here to get $60,000 to pay off your student loans, that people don't know about. And that's important. So these are programs, that you could take advantage of. And if all this other stuff fails, you know what to do is really your elected official. I show you how there's a website there. You could get, just put in your zip code and look at that website. But look at that video. It explains how, when all else fails, don't spend money to anybody. Use your elected official. They'll show you. They'll know stuff that I don't know or whatever, because they get these questions all the time trying to help constituents. They do the research for you for free. Don't hire me when you can get it for free. So watch all those videos. Okay, now we're at the fourth step of the step-by-step process of finding all the money and help that's available to buy a house or fix up a house. Because you're not going to find it in Google. So here we cover federal programs that no one else tells you about it. So watch, it's step-by-step. Now there's some other federal programs that you should be aware of that is fix-up money. Particularly, this is fix-up money programs at the federal level. One is called the Rural Rural Housing Repair Loans and Grants. Okay. God, I hate Yahoo. It really doesn't do a good job. Let's go to Google. Okay. So that was Rural Housing Repair Loans and Grants Program. Okay. Now, see, this is somewhere in Kentucky. I mean, that's pretty good, but I'm trying to look for the national program so everybody could find out about it. Here it is. RuralRD.USDA.gov. See, this is .com. That worries me. So .gov. So that's the program here. Okay, now we have a sheet. Okay, now it says, be the owner and occupy the house, be unable to obtain affordable credit elsewhere, have a family income of 50% of the median income. From where I live, that's like $70,000 for a family of 4. For grants, it's for seniors. Other people get the loans, and that's for 62 years of age or older, and
wouldn't be able to pay a loan, so they just give them a grant, fix up the house. So here it is. Here's what you get. Maximum of the $20,000. Maximum grant is $7,500 for that. So that's, and here you could find out what 70% area. You could check your address here to see if you're in a rural area. It's classified as a rural area or not. And then to find the local person in your area, here you click here, and it'll give you, okay, state by state, so wherever state you are in, where's the Kentucky, HIJKLMNOP. You have to know how to spell. Okay, here. So you give them a call or go to the website and shoot them an email. Hey, you're interested in this loan program or grant program or whatever it is. So that's one program. Okay, here's another program for fix-up money. It's a national program. See, the other programs we're looking for where the money goes down to the local level. Everyone is different. These are national programs, and this is Department of Energy Home Weatherization, EATHERIZATION, Assistance Program. Oh, I probably put it up in the wrong place and it won't find me. Yeah, I got that damn Yahoo again. Let's get to Google. Okay, so we said Department of Energy Home Weather. That's close enough to find it. Weatherization Service, Department of Energy. Yeah, great. Okay, now this is a national program. Okay, everywhere. There's income requirements and stuff, but the income requirements go up to like about $48,000, $48,500 for a family of 4. And they have grants up to $6,500, for you to fix up your home, make it, better to contact. Okay, now where do I apply for assistance? Okay, that's where you go. You click here. Where do you apply for assistance? Weatherization Program, Home Office. Contact your state weatherization agency. See that up here? Yes, I am leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye. I think I'm leaving. Goodbye. Continue on this side. Yeah, I want to continue. I'm sorry, I screwed up. Okay. There, so we have the map again. So we go up Kentucky, and there's the contact information. So there it is, the email. I like say, hey, and actually, when you write an email to them, you want to know if how to apply and what other programs might be available somewhere else even, because they're in fixing up the home business. They're going to know this kind of stuff. So that's the problem. There's too much information. Remember, we said 500 million websites. You can't know. No one person knows everything. So you want to take advantage of every opportunity of the experts that are in the system that you're contacting. Don't leave empty-handed. You ask them about their program. Hey, and what other program? So that's those two programs. So there's one other federal program that you want to know about. And let me put Google. And that's called the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. Where did it go? I screwed that up. I go typing away. It's not even there, right? You knew that. Home. I'm sorry, low income, right? Low income home energy assistance program. Okay, bunch of misspelled words, but thank God it's not my English teacher going to look at this. The computer fixes it for me. So let's go with this program there, low income home weatherization program. Okay, this is a national program everywhere. Again, the incomes on this program go up to $42,000 for a family of 4. And if you're close, you're 45, 46, you apply anyway, because you never know what they don't count as part of your income and what they do. You get the $4,000 to fix it up. Okay, who do you contact here? Okay, program that has got to be in here. Read more about LEAP. Program resources, Dear Calling Guarantee, eligibility forms and funding sources, training, access any foreign keywords there. No. You know this, can't say read more about LEAP, about the program. Okay, let's read more. There's got to be, I saw here earlier, I forgot. about LEAP, contact us. Okay, staff contacts, that's the main office. Oh, LEAP Clearinghouse, that's what we want. That's over here. That's what should give us everything. Okay, find a state program. So you got to go to the state level. So they're shifting to the states, and you'll find here menu at the top of the page, funding. Boy, this is not really clear, is it? I mean, it takes work, but what the hell is somebody going to give you money? You do it. Maybe I screwed up. I got the wrong one. But tribal programs, find help with your energy bill. No, come on, where are you? LEAP. Funding ministry. See, this is a block grant. Go to states. They're not telling us where. Come on. Why don't they have these? I thought I had it. Yeah. LEAP contacts. Why don't they have LEAP contacts? I had it before. Oh, about LEAP. LEAP Clearinghouse. Oh, here we go. State and territory grantee contact. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you want to know, so here's Kentucky again, or whatever it is. You know, there's the people, there's an email. So you got an email, you gotta go wrap these people on the knuckles that way. Yeah, you got 800, hey, am I apply this? And they say, well, no, you're kind of, well, then you suggest, where else can I get that, right? So that's the federal programs in addition to all the other stuff that's available. We got more.
And now, don't you see things around you that need to be improved, and things that, boy, I mean, you think that, boy, if someone just did something to improve other people's lives, that needs to be fixed over there and that. And see, now with the internet the way it is, and crowdfunding and the shared economy, you can do that as an individual. You know, watch this next interview. You know, and you see this young woman down in South Carolina, you know, that thinks that women, little girls, you know, like 12 years old, 8 years old or whatever, should start learning how to code, and they can. They can make apps. You know, with a few hours of training, you could teach a fourth grade girl how to develop an app. Wow, what's cool? And they're not going to teach that in school. So she wants to educate young girls to do that. Because that's where all the high-paying jobs are, man. This is why women are making only like 80% of what men do. I mean, that's ridiculous, you know. But you have to feel that you're qualified to go into these skills that are paying this big money. So that's what she wants to do, and she sees it. She's a woman coder herself. So she has a summer camp. She does. And really low-income girls to come and learn how to code and make an app. And before the camp is over, they're making apps. Could you imagine your fourth grader coming home and, Mom, I'll make an app for you to make your life easier or whatever. Man, they could do that now. It's easy. So she's raising money now to do this. She's not a rich person and start an endowment or applies for all this. No, she's learning how to use the internet. So she could get money to have these young girls come to the summer camp or the camp after school to learn how to code. Man, what's better than that? So you see a problem now in our community. You know, you could go out and say, hey, I think that should be solved. And it only takes, I mean, it's easy to just ignore it and go on and watch the football game on Sunday and forget all about it. But no, if you take the time and effort and focus on that, there's now tools in our society that you could put together to solve that problem. And even if it failed the first time, who the hell cares? You're going to learn. You're going to learn how to do that better than next time. And that's the important thing, because we all have to develop skills. You don't get up and learn how to play baseball and hit a home run the first time at bat. No, you dribble it down the base and line and you run like hell and hope you get on first base. That's what it's about. You learn about it for next time. And that's why, see, the society now is set up for you to do that. It wasn't before. You had to hit home runs. Only people, paid attention to anybody hitting home runs. No. And now because of the internet, we have more artists now that are making money than ever before. Everybody thought, well, the internet, no one's buying music and all this kind of stuff. The artists are going to disappear. No, there's more places now for artists to even make some money to do their art. And that's what it's about. So watch this interview and figure out, hey, what can I do to make the world a little better? And devote some of your time to that, like she does. This is just a part-time gig for her. So much. Well, Shamby Broom, man, you are trying to... God, how do we frame this? Single-handedly, change the IT world so that there's more women doing all this stuff. And what's so important, man, that's where all the jobs are. That's where all the money is. That's where everything is. And most young women get out of school. Oh, I can't do this. And you're taking like 8-year-olds, right? And showing them how to code. And so at 8 years old, they go to your camp for a week or two. And then they're making apps for their family members. 8 years old. I'm 72 and I still can't even do that. But more importantly, this is something you're doing on the side. I mean, you have a web development company, and this is where your heart is, helping young women get these skills and not be afraid to take advantage of the opportunities that we have in this country now. And it's called what? It's a what do you call the organization?
It's Web Girls Code.
WebGirlsCode.org, right? And you're fundraising now on Kickstarter. So that's what we need, people to help you. Because, this is not something you're looking to buy a yacht with or anything. This is all volunteer, right? And all the money's going to these 8-year-olds to come to your class, and you teach coding at 8 years old. I think... seniors should be coming to that thing too. They have more phobia.
That's true of technology. You're absolutely right.
And they could come and learn, how to code, because once they do, then they could use everything we have in our society better, faster, cheaper, and take advantage of everything. And that's where you're trying to make sure that this wage gap. Women are still like 80 cents to the dollar, which is stupid. What the hell is what's going on with this kind of thing?
Yeah, and we're hopefully by starting at 8, that's going to encourage the girls to have more confidence.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you come to jobs, it comes about confidence. Absolutely. To be able to ask for more because you're worth it. So we want them to start young. So by the time they are in the workforce, they're confident enough to tell people, hey, I'm worth it.
Well, could you imagine an 8-year-old coming home and telling mom and dad, yeah, I just made an app? They're going to fall off their chair. And put this young girl on a pedestal in the living room so everybody sees it. It's sort of like when we make the kid play the violin, when the friends come over.
And our focus is websites. And by doing that, the code that they learn is basic, which is why we can teach it to 8-year-olds. But it's going to allow them, just like basic math in kindergarten, you can then eventually learn algebra and geometry. So we're taking this basic code, HTML5, allowing them to learn it so as they grow, they can add more complicated programming languages.
Right. Now, when my boys were very young, I was having them code in basic language. That was an early programming code. I don't know if you recall. Like a dinosaur programming code now. When everything was a dot there where you wrote X equals Y, And but at 8 years old they're doing that. So anybody could do this. It's not magic, and you're right. It's sort of like riding a bicycle. Anybody can ride a bicycle. You just have to work at it a little bit and you figure it out. So why the hell are only boys riding bicycles? No.
Oh, no, there's plenty of girls, and the excitement that we see when they finish. They come in, some of them have never seen code, and by the time they're done, our program is a 5-hour training program.
Wow.
And by the time that they're done, they're doing code speak. They're helping each other.
Wow.
And it's amazing to listen to them come in not even knowing what HTML means. And by the end of the day,
I don't know
they're speaking that language. text markup language.
Okay.
But it's amazing, and their brains are geared towards that. They've grown up around technology, so they pick up. I'm amazed at how well they can pick up on this, and it's kind of like Legos. They can then take this home. They leave with their website on a USB drive, and they can go home and they can continue to add to.
Well, it's a language, right? So, I mean, an 8-year-old could learn Mandarin a lot easier than anybody else, so they can learn HTML a lot easier than anybody else, right? And I'm 70. Right, exactly. You know, and actually, in my generation, that was considered a foreign language. If you knew like Fortran or something like that, that could substitute as a foreign language requirement. You know.
Oh, yeah, I wish they would. I wish they would do that now, because
right, exactly,
the same process.
Right, exactly. And what you, yeah, that was back when. But that's wonderful. I mean, what's wonderful is that you, as an individual, see a problem. And that's what's so neat about the internet and crowdfunding or whatever, that you could go out. I mean, you're not a rich person or something. You're going to start your own endowment or something. You just need a little funding to keep this going, and you have tools to make that happen. Anybody could do this now. But you have to have the heart like you do. So,
and that's one thing we're proud of. We have all the equipment. So all we need is we have the place is for the girls to come ready to learn. We have the laptops, instruction manuals, and that's what the Kickstart project will help us to be able to provide all that for them. And they just need to walk in the door, and we want to be able to offer that to them for free, because a lot of parents contact us and they're excited when they learn about what we do.
Yeah, but they don't.
And they realize, usually it's $129, and we just have a lot of them that just can't afford that right now, but they want
$129 a lot for a vested kid. I mean, people have trouble buying shoes for kids. So how could they justify $129? So that's why people should be aware of this program. If you want to help people that are disadvantaged or whatever to get out of that cycle, I mean, it's learning skills. It's not giving a check. It's giving them skills so they could grow forever.
Exactly. We have one graduate of the program of our last camp, and she's actually emailing me every week because she wants to add more and more things to her site, and she's getting ready to make a site public for her friends to be able to use.
Wow.
So it's exciting to see that, like you said, there are girls that want this.
Yes, but again, it's not so much girls that, man, our community needs it. That's what's important, because otherwise we'll spend money other stupid ways trying to figure out this problem. When you figured out how people could help solve this problem, for $5? All you're looking for, and it's not going to you; it's going right to these children, so they could take this course and give them the power of what everyone needs to survive in the future nowadays. And it's so wonderful you're doing this, Shami, and I think it's a wonderful thing. Keep doing it, and I hope more and more people watch this or find out about you somehow, that you're somebody not bitching about the world. You're doing something about it.
So we just really want people to go visit our website at webgirlscode.org. And the link is right there. They can learn more on Kickstarter. Right. There's our video to really learn a bit.
Oh, you got to watch the video. Yeah, those kids are in there. You see the excitement in these kids' eyes. The 8-year-old talking HTML. I don't know what the hell they're saying, but they do, and it's meaningful. So the website, Web Girls Code. Now, it's spelled funny. It's phonetically right. WebGyrtz code code.org, right?
Well, actually, WebGyrl.
Oh, L. It looks like a T for me. Okay, L. Yeah, so that's your phonetic, not my phonetic. Okay, web, WebGyrlzcode.org. Okay, give now, give often, because you'll be here forever, and you're always needing help, and it's a wonderful thing we need in every community. Well, thank you so much, Shami. Take care.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, now if you watch this next interview, you really see the power of what the internet now could do for all of us. Man, this is a young woman, actually she's in Europe, and her love is notebooks. I mean, can you imagine that? Notebooks. But she has a passion and love. I mean, you see when she talks about notebooks, I mean, it's like a lover. Yeah, and she wants to bring that feeling to everybody else in the world. And she could do it now by using the internet. I mean, imagine going to some big company, a publisher. Well, I want to show people how to love their notebook. They're going to think you're nuts, and whatever. But now she can do this by just having the power of the internet and going on the internet and raising money to develop her notebooks and find other people who really have the same passion for that. And the way she explains it, she's not some huckster like me and shoving things down your throat or whatever. No, it's a real genuine love that she has for this product and how it improves your life by writing notes, by drawing and things like that. And she doesn't want people to lose that, and she speaks from the heart. I mean, that's why in the normal, marketing stuff, you have to, be a crazy idiot. Like me, everybody thinks you have to be that. No, you don't. You have to be yourself. And that's what's neat, how the internet now allows you to bring out what is special about you and bringing it out to the rest of us and seeing if there's a market for that and where that market is. You can do that. Sure, so no big company wants to take a chance on that. No, the system isn't set up for that. It's sort of like the education system. We can't take care of everyone's special needs in the class, right? 40 people in the class, we got to teach the same thing to everybody. Even this person, they all learn differently. They all have different talents, different skills, but it doesn't matter, right? But that's why I think we're empty inside, because we're not taking what's special about us and sharing it with the world. And now you can. You can do that on the internet. So watch that. This next interview, and you'll see and find out what's special about you and share it with the rest of us. Well, Katrin Drick, and I hope your website's easier to pronounce, because it's Tacuin, TACUIN.com, and that's the word you said for notebook in Italian, because you have the most beautiful paper in a notebook that you're going to give to the rest of us to use for all our life, to have beautiful little notebooks to write in. And hearing you talk about it before we went to the on the air here, man, you are so in love with what you're doing, aren't you? I mean, how could you even stand to send one out to customers? You must feel like each one is your little baby. Yeah. So what made you think of doing this or producing these wonderful notebooks for people?
Yeah, my project is basically to launch a new era of notebooks.
So not like all the stupid stuff we see in the stores anymore that no one could fall in love with, like yours. Now, you were explaining that, and I see on the video, you have a wonderful video. It's funny, at first I was looking at that video, and that's interesting. And as it goes on, you just see more how in love you are with your work. I mean, I don't know if your husband knows about your extra love life here, but it's just amazing how much you enjoy what you're doing and thinks it's so special. And that's why the video just really says it all without almost saying anything, because it's just really your passion. You're showing yourself, It's sort of exposing your inner feelings for the work you're doing now. All right. And your background is what again? Tell us about what your background is, why you got this.
Yeah, I'm a graphic designer.
Uh-huh.
And I have a love for paper and also writing. I'm writing poetry.
I see. Oh, well, that sort of makes sense. So now you have a special tablet book or notebook that you travel around with and jot down your, because I need something like this so much now, because I put things on little cards and I lose them all the time. They're going all over, you know. I don't know where they are. And so if I had it all in one, now I wrote that down somewhere, which card, and on a book, then if I keep this stuff in a notebook, and one that, and you said the cover's like velvet, huh? So I may fall in love with your notebooks too. And would they mind having two lovers? I mean, if a notebook had you and me as loving them?
It has really, when you touch it, it has really this soft, sensual touch experience. It's very pleasant to the touch.
Yeah. Oh, that must then inspire you every time you pick out the notebook to write on it, because you're feeling that. It's like feeling your lover again, right? And you and you want to be with your lover, and say and write notes to your lover, and so you have your lover carrying with you everywhere you go, don't you? Wait till everybody finds out about this, because for $20 you could have an extra lover now in your purse. Or
It's better than that.
Exactly. Well, that's just a wonderful idea, and that's what's missing, I think, in our culture. At least here in the United States, I don't know if Switzerland is like this, but everything is so manufactured. A million gazillion copies from China or something. That's cheap as hell and feels like something you stand on, and you would never caress it like you do your notebooks, and it's just. I mean, it's so special. Life is so short, and maybe I just say that because I'm 72, but it really is for all of us, no matter what age you are. I mean, it's silly to have junk around when you could have something very special. And particularly, I mean, usually people have to go to Tiffany's or something and spend thousands of dollars for something special. And here is something special for $20, $30. You have something very special to have and caress and put thoughts with. I mean, what could be more important than your thoughts even, and to share them with your lover, which is a notebook. You just can't tell your spouse or significant other about this relationship. so, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that it also had this environmentally aspect, and this is really something very beautiful to be really to provide and create a beneficial impact to people and the environment. So this is something, of course, the touch is very beautiful and precious to me and to everyone who had the opportunity to touch it so far.
That's why, on the video, I can't touch this thing. How do I do that? So that's why you should get one, take a chance. You're going to feel it, even if you never write anything. You want it as a hand warmer or something, something like that. It is, it feels like such a special gift that we've ignored in our digital technology. Because, I mean, I go in bookstores now and they have notebooks, all these junky notebooks, dozens of them. So people are interested in doing this. And it'd be so wonderful for such a reasonable price. And Christmas is coming up, so you're pre-manufacturing, but you'll have them ready for people for the holidays. I mean, what a wonderful gift this girl. We have so many relatives and friends, we don't know what the hell to get them. So you get them a lover. You get them a notebook lover, right? For $20, who the hell else is going to give them a notebook lover?
That's a great marketing campaign, Matthew, by the way.
Here, I got you a lover for $20. There's no other. And that's what life is about, is loving things. I mean, I think we have... the most important thing is to love and share our talent or whatever it is, our insides and outsides. And
exactly.
Yeah, and that's what you're doing by sharing yours with the rest of us and giving us something to caress and love and share our ideas with and talent, because that's what we're here to do, is help other people somehow, right?
Thank you so much for the invitation.
My pleasure. It's wonderful. So to see more about these, order one of these things because you'll never find something like this, that nobody else is going to. You're not going to see it at Barnes and Noble or any of these bookstores, that sell these kinds of things. It's Tacuin, TACUIN.com. That will get you to the Indiegogo campaign. It's two sizes, right? Sort of like a 4x6 or something like that, and a 6x8. So there's two different, three colors. I love the red. You have a red one there? Show us the red one. Where you have it there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, I have a question mark suit that color too, so that'd be perfect, for me. So that's Tacuin, TACUIN.com. Well, you're a delight, Catherine, and just sharing your heart with the rest of us and working so hard at this so we could appreciate your love and the love you're trying to share with everybody else. So thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you so much, Matthew.
Boy, the internet is making things so exciting now, man. You can find products that you never thought you could find before. See, the problem was before in the old economy, these big companies that ruled the world, they needed a product that they could sell hundreds of millions of. So they wouldn't talk to any inventor, anybody with a new idea, because they couldn't see they would make billions and billions and billions of dollars out of it. Because when your monster is so big that you have to feed every day, you can't spend all the energy finding out about a little market to see if that will someday grow in there. You got to always be guaranteed, hey, I need $1 billion market, And they're very few, and actually they happen by accident, And so these big companies are trying to find that, purposefully, and they can't. So it's the little guys now that are finding that. The big guys won't even talk to them because they're not. It's not a big enough market they can see. But you making a couple $1 million, what the hell? That's big enough, right? So that's why this next interview is like that. A guy who likes being bald. Like at 25, he started using his hair. So he's going to be cooler and be bald. I mean, look, all these famous actors do it, like The Rock and all these guys, have bald heads. So it's cool to be bald. But all the razors, he was bleeding to death almost trying to get his head bald for these things. So there gotta be an easier way. And he just tinkered around, at his home, figuring these out. And he'd go to, online overseas and get some products and try this. And just putting things together to try to make it work. And it took him some time to do that. Not a lot of money, not a lot of experts, they need to pay for it and everything. No, it's all free, and people, help you all over the world to figure out ideas like this, And now when he had the idea, oh, hey, this looks better than anything else. So now to get money, he went on the internet, right? Went on the internet for a razor. Who would have think that, we need another razor? It has Gillette and all these other people that are making billions of dollars in razors and razor blades. Why would you compete with them? You can now. See, the big guys are not going to mess around with a few $1 million. They can't afford to. That's why they're going to go away eventually. They're going to shrink and go away. And somebody like you that said, hey, a few $1 million is great, and you could start a business that's only a few $1 million. That's a nice living, isn't it? And you get all the help and the expertise and even the money you need. You don't have to go to fat cats who are giving out the money. You go to the internet. And that way, you don't have to hire their relatives or girlfriends or whatever, some fat cat give you the money for a business. No, the crowds give it to you. Hey, that's going to be a good razor. And well, here's some money to go make it. And when you come back, give us one. That's what it is. So you can't go in the store, and the store won't say, hey, I think I'm going to make this. If enough people give me money, I'll send it to you in a month or 2 or 3 or whatever it is. Nah, you're not going to do that. But on the internet, you do. That's what people do. Hey, this is a cool idea. It's not around. So I'll send you money so I could get one in a few months. Man, stores can't do that, right? Nobody could do that except on the internet. So watch this video, watch this interview, and start learning this new system. Well, Chris Corviello, right? Come on, help me. What is that?
Yeah,
Corviello, right. But who cares about your name, right? It's really CobraRazors.com. That's what you want, because that nice shiny head that you have, the lights bouncing off that, you need shoe shine polish for that, not razors, right? Yeah. Is there special creams to make it shiny at all, or what?
Some guys use different things. Some guys like the super shine. Some guys like the matte finish kind of. No, we do have a couple different products.
Oh, you're selling them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you were in the real estate more, and then all of a sudden start messing around. You couldn't find a good razor to get that stuff. Yeah, I'm never gonna know what that is like, but
oh, come on, maybe we could talk in.
Maybe so. I just got a tattoo for the first time in my life about a year or two ago. Yeah, so maybe I'll go bald again.
But we could put one of those question marks on the back.
Right. That's right. A Mohawk question mark kind of thing. Now you're talking. But you said you were nicking your head, making a bleed every day, and all this stuff. Nobody invented a good razor until you, huh?
Oh God, it was ridiculous, man. I became follically impaired probably about 25 years old.
Wow.
It starts to kind of recede, and then you get that goofy little
like the yarmulke.
and then I got married, and my wife said, "When are you going to do something with that? Either grow some hair or take it off." So about 30 years old, I started shaving it all off, man.
So that's been like 3 years now. You've had that off, huh?
Oh no, it's been actually longer than that. I've been dealing with. I'm 40 years old now.
I see. So 10 years. Yeah. But it's fashionable. I mean, you said like some of your clients now are big stars. I mean, The Rock uses your razor, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing the people that we've met. We've been in since we've been in business, and it's just amazing all the people and the attention that this thing is getting. It's just awesome.
Yeah, well, it's just wonderful. And so it's something you knew nothing about. You said, hey, we need something better in life, and that's what's so neat about now. You didn't, everybody. At least when I grew up, you have to go like to Gillette or somebody and sell them on the idea. But now you just have the idea, you figure it out. Go on the internet, raise some money, and now you have an Indiegogo campaign that's in the middle, and you get one of your things for $10, right?
Yep, all for the low price. What is it? I think it's $9, and I think that's it, $9.
Yeah, right, exactly. Nice, and so it is, but it's elegant too. I mean, it's not just a clunk of plastic or anything. You got one there to show people? Funny I'd ask.
You can see, but this is basically it, and it's ergonomically designed. You can see all the curves.
Ah, yes.
All the curves in it.
But you flip that back over, right?
Yes. I'm going to try to do it. Hold my phone, but I'm doing it with one-handed there. And basically it flips over, and then your finger goes right through.
I see, and that gives it the balance and everything.
Yep. And then you just shave your head.
Wow. No, I mean the video on Indiegogo is terrific. I mean, it's obviously you enjoy doing this. Is it more fun than doing your real estate?
I'd have to say yes.
Yeah.
And the people that I've gotten to meet is just amazing, man. And our customers love us, and I love talking to people every day. And I am a people person, so
dealing with bankers and all that kind of stuff.
Uptight, yeah. I'm not a suit and tie kind of guy.
Yeah, I could tell. You're a bald guy in a t-shirt. Yeah. Oh, there's your example. So you got an excuse to, you could have a business write-off for your wardrobe now.
Yes. As well as Matthew Lesko.
Right. But anyway, so you have other products in this thing too. So on your website, I mean, if they go to the website, CobraRazors.com, they can see the products there, and then it clicks through to Indiegogo, correct?
Yes, that's true.
Well, that's terrific. Now, do you have other ideas? I mean, as this takes off, I mean, there are other thoughts in your head. I mean, you're going to get, toenail clippers or any other kind of personal care product.
No, we're not. We're definitely not going to do hair care products, but we are. Believe it or not, don't laugh, but we are actually working on a women's razor.
Oh,
that is. That's exactly right. It's going to be specifically for the legs and the armpits and whatever else you want to shave. But it's a little tiny razor, and we've been contacted by several women that asked us if we could make one.
I see. Wonderful. Well, see, now you have a product line already. Yeah. Yeah, well, that'll be. Now, is it the same idea of balancing it? Because I could see, it seems like the way you have it on the balance on the finger in the middle there, it somehow rolls over the head a lot nicer than anything else, right?
Yes, and the women's razor is very similar to this with it's very curvy.
I see.
It's just not as long, and it has this handle.
More petite.
It is more petite. That's exactly right.
That's the word. And then, but I mean, it's different colors, and the packaging is great. So it's really set up for retail. So if people are looking for a deal, now is the time, right? Yeah. Because it's going to be a lot more expensive when this sucker's on the shelf, and it's going to be. And so we just go to Cobra Razors. Oh, yeah, that makes right. This looks like a cobra, doesn't it? Yeah,
it does,
yeah. CobraRazors.com, right? And you see Chris's bald head is all over CobraRazors.com. And there'll be a woman's razor soon. And he's somebody who started this on the side and having more fun than doing real estate.
I just wish I could make more money at it.
Well, it takes work. We all know that. Now, just think if it was easy as hell. Then you'd be obnoxious, right? Because look how easy it is to make money, And to me, being easy is sort of stupid because it's sort of like, do you want to play, basketball against a 5-year-old? That's easy. You win,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it's no fun, Now you're going to be a crusty old bastard, and you'll learn the hard way.
That's right. I'm always up for a challenge. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you, Chris. Fun to talk to you. And that's CobraRazors.com.
That's right. CobraRazors.com.
Take care, Chris.